welcome.
Thank you.
You're a kitchenware and cook-along consultant. What's a cook-along consultant?
Well, basically, I do live cooking shows to demonstrate a range of cookware and bakeware. And...
Is this at, like, exhibitions and stuff?
No, in people's homes. They get all their friends there. And
really?
Hopefully people buy the stuff and then I earn lots of money.
Bit like Ann Summers for cooks.
That's it.
I can't look at you in the same way now, Vicky. I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry. So, if you won some money, Vicky, what would you do with it?
My husband's 60 next birthday, so I'd quite like to take him somewhere nice.
Where?
We'd like to go to the US, perhaps to the West Coast, and take in Las Vegas, maybe Hawaii.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Well, let's see if we can get you to the West Coast, shall we?
OK, thank you.
As many questions as we can. I wish you luck. Your time starts now. The Sahel is a region of savanna on what continent?
Africa.
Correct. What American music group was named from the initials of T-Boz, Left Eye and Chili?
Pass.
TLC. The USA gained independence from Great Britain in what century?
18th.
Correct. In 1988, what became the first Canadian city to host the Winter Olympics?
Calgary.
Correct. Complete the title of the James M. Cain novel, The Postman Always...
Rings twice.
Correct. The South African political party in Carter was founded by the chief of what people?
Zulu.
Correct. Which British monarch celebrated their Silver Jubilee in 1935?
George the Fifth.
Correct. Which Beatle narrated the TV adventures of Thomas the Tank Engine?
Ringo Starr.
Correct. Which Norwegian explorer led the first expedition to reach the South Pole?
Amundsen.
Correct. The leaves on the emblem of the National Trust come from what tree?
Oak.
Correct. In 2010, who became the first Conservative... Well, that was extraordinary. You look like you was getting half of them.
I think I was.
That's what made me laugh. I couldn't... You look so surprised.
Inspired guesses, maybe.
Inspired guesses, I say, but you got £9,000 nonetheless.
Thank you.
Time to face it. Welcome back. Tony and Vicky have made it through to the final chase with a prize fund of £11,000. Now, on the buzzer and against the clock, they must answer as many questions as they can. Each right answer, of course, taking them a step further away from the chaser. Then the chaser will have the same amount of time to try and catch the team. If she does, they will go home with nothing. If she doesn't, however, they go home with £5,500 each. That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Lovely.
Very nice.
Now, as two of you have made it through to the final chase, you get an automatic two-step head start on our chaser. Your time starts now. What's the county town of Bedfordshire?
Vicky.
Bedford.
Correct. How many inches in 5 feet?
Vicky.
60.
Correct. Who played Albert in Steptoe and Son?
Vicky.
Bramble. Wilfred.
Correct.
Bramble.
What spring flower is Galanthus nivalis?
Vicky.
Snowdrop.
Correct. Glaucoma affects what part of the body?
Vicky.
Eyes.
Correct. In Cockney rhyming slang, what's Rosie Lee?
Vicky.
Tea.
Correct. What instrument does the leader of an orchestra play?
Vicky.
Violin.
Correct. Which British king was the first head of the Commonwealth?
Vicky.
George VI.
Correct. What Russian city has the largest population?
Vicky.
Moscow.
Correct. Jonah Lomu played rugby for what country?
Vicky.
New Zealand.
Correct. Who directed Secrets and Lies and Happy Go Lucky?
Vicky.
Correct. In 1930, Ellen Church became the first to hold what job?
Vicky.
Pass.
Air stewardess. Honeydew and Galia are varieties of what fruit?
Vicky.
Melon.
Correct. What's a female seal called?
Tony.
Cow. Correct. Loch Ness forms part of what canal?
Vicky.
Caledonia.
Yes, correct. Which French musician released the 1976 album Oxygène?
Vicky.
Jean-Michel Jarre.
Yes, correct. What's the 8th letter of the alphabet?
Vicky.
H.
Correct. What was the occupation of Margaret Thatcher's father?
Vicky.
Grocer.
Correct. Which pirate is Captain Hook's sidekick?
Vicky.
Me.
Yes, correct. Humbert Humbert is a character in what novel?
Vicky.
Lolita. What drink is made in a cafetiere?
Vicky.
Coffee.
Correct. Renal refers to what organ?
Vicky.
Kidney.
Correct. What word comes from the Latin for star sailor?
Vicky.
Astronaut. In Greek myth, who was the muse of astronomy?
Vicky.
Pass.
Urania. The wallaby is native to what country?
Vicky.
Australia.
Correct. Sue Townsend created which teenage diarist?
Vicky.
Adrian
Yes,
Mole.
correct. In the TV series, what was Kojak's first name?
Vicky.
Theo.
Correct. Absolutely brilliant. That's extraordinary, Vicky. You are 25 steps out there in front at the moment. which makes me think that in the first cash builder round, you weren't guessing at all.
I was. They were inspired guesses, honest
I'm
Indian.
not sure about that. However, 25 steps ahead. Guess what? It's time to bring back the chaser. What a target.
That was impressive.
Yeah, Vicky, exceptional.
I think she's after my job.
Yes, I think she is. Please remember, if the chaser gets a question wrong, I will offer it to the team. They get it right, they push the chaser back one step. Let's see if 25 steps is indeed enough. It is time for the final chase. Chaser, your time starts now. How many pairs of legs does a spider have?
4.
Correct. Suggs is lead singer of what band?
Madness.
Correct. The Suez Canal opened in what century?
19th.
Correct. Who wrote the novels Shutter Island and Mystic River?
Ian Prue.
Stop the clock. That is wrong.
We don't know.
It's Dennis Lehane. Chaser, your time starts again. Now, butterfly and breaststroke are types of what?
Swimming.
Correct. Apples and pears is Cockney rhyming slang for what?
Stairs.
Correct. In what Russian city is Peter and Paul Fortress?
St. Petersburg.
Correct. In 2010, which Daily Express owner bought Channel 5?
Desmond.
Correct. Which future king won the Battle of Hastings?
William the Conqueror.
Correct. What Sanskrit name means enlightened one?
Mahatma.
Stop the clock. That is wrong.
Buddha?
It's correct. Pushing the chaser back one step. Chaser now needs 18 to catch the team. Time starts again. Now, which tennis champion's autobiography is called Open?
Sampras.
Stop the clock. Is wrong.
John McEnroe?
Is also wrong. Correct answer is Andre Agassi. Chaser, your time starts again. Now, who played Lady Lou in the 30s film She'd Done Him Wrong?
Mae West.
Correct. How many days in July?
31.
Correct. Who was lead singer of the Sex Pistols?
Johnny Rotten.
Correct. In Victoria, London, what were pea soupers?
Very thick fox.
Correct. Which Irishman won the world snooker title in 97?
Sullivan.
Stop the clock. It's wrong. Need an answer, please?
Ken Doherty?
Is right. Ken Doherty is right. Absolutely right. Pushing the chaser back a step. 15 steps now required to catch the team. Time left, 58 seconds. Your time starts again. Now, what part of a helmet is pulled down to cover the face?
Visor.
Correct. What effect does a soporific drug have on you?
Makes you sleepy.
Correct. On what island did Napoleon die?
St. Helena.
Correct. The lychee originated in what country?
China.
Correct. A minaret is a tower on what building?
Mosque.
Correct. How many thieves feature in the story about Alibaba?
40.
Correct. A Novocastrian comes from what city?
Newcastle.
Correct. What organisation's name means table in Latin?
Mensa.
Correct. What type of fruit is a russet?
Apple.
Correct. What's the official language of Ecuador?
Spanish.
Correct. The musical Rent is based on what Puccini opera?
Bohème.
Correct. Sir Toby Belch is a character in what Shakespeare play?
Knight.
Correct. Who presented Surprise, Surprise and Blind Date?
Cilla Black.
Correct. Mike Myers played which international man of
Austin
mystery?
Powers.
Correct. How many grandchildren does the Queen have?
8.
Is correct. 8 seconds to go. I am so sorry. How do you feel?
Words fail me.
Hats off to her, you know, newer stuff. Yeah. That's all we could do.
I'm very sorry. I have to say cheerio to the £11,000. That goes. And Vicky and Tony, for you, the chase is over. Chaser,
It really was a superb target. It was very difficult.
how do you feel?
I wish I could find my voice. It's out there somewhere.
Well, as long as you've still got your brain,
Yes,
that's all that counts.
indeed.
Can anyone bring down the governess? Find out next time on The Chase.